Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. And another heavyweight news mashup video today, starting with Toni Value, who believes that Dereck Chisora is in with a shot against Oleksandr Uysk when they fight on May 23rd in London. Now, Toni Value, he fought Uysk in 2018 when Uysk was undisputed cruiserweight champion. He was stopped in that fight, but it was competitive early on. Value was landing some shots, but he believes that Chisora is in this fight.
It's just one of them fights that I don't want to. I know what Usyk's good at, I know what he does well, and I know what Del relies on. So it's not going to be nice watching for as long as it lasts, and then I hopefully Del catches him. It's not impossible, nothing's impossible, and Del was shown that, you know, he's learning, it's mad that he's still improving.
And it was interesting to note from the first press conference, Dereck Chisora not exactly talking up his chances against Uysk. He was very sort of measured, didn't want to sort of big himself up too much, and he paid a lot of respect to Uysk and what he's done in his career. And he also stated he couldn't get sparring partners to replicate what Oleksandr Uysk does. And in terms of the game plan, didn't really give too much away except to say that he wants to make it a fight, and David Haye, his advisor / manager, sort of echoed those sentiments, saying that Uysk would probably respect Chisora to some degree but would want to stand and trade, which I thought that's not going to happen at all. But in some ways they were playing down not his chances of winning, but just really sort of dampening down expectations. So what are they cooking up is the question. And just while I'm on this fight between Uysk and Dereck Chisora, you can see here on screen, Chisora has welcomed in American heavyweight Bryant Jennings into his camp. Jennings will be one of the main sparring partners for Dereck Chisora in this camp. He sparred with him a number of times in the lead up to other fights and is good friends with Jennings. Meanwhile, Bryant Jennings, he has stated, whenever you need assistance, I'm the one that's willing to go the distance. If you know my heart, that's how I get down. And nah, I don't sit down, at Dereck Chisora. Now, that's a pretty odd little sort of rhyme that he's got going there, but yeah, I guess it is what it is. But he is in the Chisora camp 100%. The Polish-American heavyweight contender Adam Kownacki has posted to social media that he realizes he made a number of mistakes in his fight with Robert Helenius on March the 7th. So see here on screen a sort of wistful little look somewhere off camera with a quote saying, "I probably rewatched the fight thousands of times. It went through my head millions. Mistakes were made. Lessons learned. We own everything in our world and write our own story. Thank you everyone for support. Optimistically, we will get a rematch and I will get to fix my wrong." And Kownacki, he has been calling for the rematch, and Robert Helenius, especially after the fight, was pretty lukewarm on that, and there was no rematch clause. So he is being optimistic here about wanting that rematch. They probably have to pay way over the odds to get that over the line. There has been some reported purses for the first fight that Helenius only got something around $30,000, which does seem awfully low. The Swedish heavyweight contender Otto Wallin has revealed on Facebook that the foot injury that he sustained is a stress fracture. So footage of him training, punching a bag emerged on Salita Promotions' Instagram the other day. Dmitry Salita promotes Wallin, and he was wearing a moon boot, and it was unclear what sort of injury he had, but when he was asked about it on his Facebook, where he also posted the clip, he said that it was a stress fracture, and all he needed for it to heal was some rest. The Australian heavyweight Lucas Browne is confident that his upcoming fight on March the 28th in Las Vegas with Abdi Dovtaev of Russia will go ahead, so he's taken to social media to update fans.
How are we doing? The latest from my end is that the fight is still on. Obviously getting a lot of people asking with the coronavirus, everything else going around, is it still on? As far as I'm aware, yes. Showtime put on a boxing show last night with little or no crowd participation, but was still on TV and the fight still went ahead. So I believe that's what's going to be happening. There'll be little or no crowd participation, but the fight will still be on. So that is the main thing. So as long as I still get there, still fight, everything still goes well. That's what happens. So. Stay tuned, I'll let you know as it goes, but as far as I'm aware, the fight is still on.
The sole Icelandic heavyweight Gunnar Kristensen has been caught up in the cancellation of boxing events around the globe. So see here on screen, this is a pose, obviously got a black eye there from sparring, I would imagine. So he says though, I was scheduled to fight a week from now, March 20th at the Motor City Casino in Detroit. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19 outbreak and security measures to keep infections from spreading, the fight night has been scrapped. I trained really hard for this fight and improved a lot. I will take that into my next fight, which will be announced once things cool down. I want to thank everyone for their support and stay safe. And that's it from me, so drop a comment loud and often, hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.